We live among the stars. Every night, from the time I could walk until this very day, 73 years later, I've looked up and gazed upon them. Think about it. Connect with it. It is real. You exist in an impossible-to-explain universe that is so fantastic it's hard to believe. And yet, here we are. Billions of people on Earth never see the stars, and if they could, never look up to see them. I wonder if they even know that they are there. Sol, our sun, is a star. Do they realize that? In the vastness of our universe, other worlds see Sol's light in their night sky. Do they wonder as I do? Is there someone there? Those who watched the stars took us. They took you to the moon and beyond the solar system. They created technology that people use daily and never once wonder how it came into being. And still, they don't look at the stars from where we were born. When they hear people share stories about encounters with the unknown, they judge their claims as being too fantastic. In truth, their very existence among the stars could never be more fantastic. When I was very young, I had this memory of a distant world and a distant life. A strange feeling would overwhelm me that this life that I'm living now isn't the only one I have had. I recall seeing the Orion Nebula from the surface of another world. It dominated the night sky, and that constellation and the nebula have haunted me all my life. I remember feeling cold, lost, and wanting more from my existence. In millions of years of life we have had here on Earth, we have explored, gone to other worlds, and we have collected massive volumes of data and knowledge. We have reached huge technological heights, yet still there are things we had yet to experience. Maybe it was something we lost over the millennia. Maybe we evolved too far away from the core of life itself. So, we travel further into the depths of space looking for life and for experiences that we have never had. We found this world on a green and blue planet teeming with life, human life. A troubled world on the edge of self-destruction. But we found that there was also hope. There were people who did look at the stars and wonder. We wanted to live as them, and in doing so, experience their life. Our conscious self agreed to live here as human, unaware of who we once were in order to have this experience. We drifted through your atmosphere and descended to your world, into your homes, and into your lives. Our souls, our consciousness, were born as humans on Earth like any other child. This was the only way we could truly know and understand. We were always watched over, protected. Few would ever see us for who we are, and if they did, they would deny the truth. But there was great joy in this life. We noticed them when we were very young. We shared and laughed together, only to forget them later in life as distant memories of our childhood imagination. But we felt different and knew we were. I spent many summers in a mountain town in the middle of nowhere with my grandmother. I was immersed in nature. I was away from the city life where I was born, and this was a paradise to me. I never liked the city, and I never felt at home there, but this was real. Trees and nature all around me. This was a natural environment connected to the stars above. My grandmother lived in an old logging house deep in the woods with my step-grandfather. It was comfortable and rustic, and the house was full of music and science. My grandmother was a scientist and a brilliant woman who taught me so much about photography, astronomy, and much more. I could sit on the porch at night and watch the bats chase after the bugs attracted to the porch lights. I watched amazing thunderstorms as my grandmother photographed the light bolts. I went on long hikes every day deep into the forest, where I saw mountain lions, deer, and bears. Never once was I ever in danger. It was always as if something was watching over me, and there was. I loved to lay down under the tall tree in the front yard and just watch the sky and the clouds. I would stay there till sunset. I watched the stars come out. This was my favorite time. I wondered what was out there. Deep inside I knew, and I felt a powerful connection. With my back against the ground, I felt I was up against a ceiling. If I were to let go, I could fall straight into the stars. In my mind, I did. In the morning, I could hear the birds in the forest come to life. This is what I awoke to, and I could hear the house coming to life too. My grandparents and friends in the kitchen making coffee and laughing. A fire burned from morning till night. It was our only source of heat in the house, and I found it very comforting. After breakfast, the woods always beckoned. Another adventure awaited. There was this tree that intrigued me. I had climbed many trees, but never this one. It was huge and a challenge, but I just had to climb it to see what awaited me at the top. It took a long time to climb to the top, and as I climbed and saw the top getting closer and closer, my excitement grew. I knew it was dangerous. I knew I could fall, but I kept on going. Once at the top, I felt this sense of peace. It was magical. People may see the top of trees, but few would ever venture to climb themselves. This was a magical, even spiritual place for me. I loved to listen to the wind through the pine needles. It was as if all of nature and the tree were talking to me. I felt part of something wonderful and vast, deep, powerful. One day something amazing happened. A glint caught my eye. As it grew closer, I was spellbound. Could it see me? This felt like part of nature too, like some force of it. It got closer and closer, and when it finally stopped, I could see two beings in the window, and they were looking right at me. They seemed so familiar. I knew them. They were connecting with me, and I with them. I felt no fear. What I felt was wonder. And then I heard them in my mind. We have traveled so far and lived so long to come to experience the breath in the trees. The breath in the trees. That's what I used to say about the wind through the trees. They knew. For all their experience and great wisdom and history, they came to be here with me on this day at the top of this tree. And then they were gone. I climbed down the tree thinking all the way, are they part of me? Will I see them again? I didn't want to tell anyone what I had seen. I felt I wasn't supposed to tell anyone. That night, I laid under the stars looking up. I felt like my true home was out there, and I longed to travel the stars again. Traveling through this long life, I would see them again and again. I started to remember more and more. I am from the stars. We all are. We can all become who we truly are. Great spirits who can do great things. Through calm and deep connection with consciousness, we can create peace in our world. It's up to us. As I look back at that tiny blue and green planet, I can see that tree down there. A tree where I felt that magic and wonder, and it will never, ever die.